Hey, what's going on, good people? 1247, the great one, man. It's a great day to be great. Listen, let you guys don't know, you don't watch college football. Your boy, Coach Deion Sanders, made a transfer from Jackson State to Colorado. And gentlemen, one thing you got to learn about this life in general. Listen, it's okay to outgrow a society. Okay. It's okay to outgrow a particular society. It's okay to outgrow a particular community, right? Because you being in a particular community was supposed to. It's like you bring the spark, right? You bring the spark back to that particular society. You bring that spark back to that particular community. What Coach Prime, because he is a coach, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, what he did to not only Jackson State, but what he did for the so-called HBCU community, he brought a spark back, right? Because I mean, you guys got to go back through the history of why the HBCUs were even created in the first place, right? They were created because, listen, we as so-called melanated people, we couldn't get into these universities, so these other institutions were created so we can get our education on and things of that nature. Right, but throughout the years, it's these bigger schools have been they've been coming to these neighborhoods, grabbing up all the talent, coming into these society, to our so-called these black communities. They've been grabbing up all the talent, and basically leaving these HBCUs with no talent. So what Coach Prime did was monumental across the board. He brought a spark back to the HBCU community. He brought a spark back to HBCU football and HBCUs period. Listen, so-called black people, listen, if you want change, if you want facilities like these bigger schools, you got to do it yourself. And that's what's been missing in a lot of these black in the black community mindset. We sit there and we pray and we wait around and we vote and we wait around for somebody else to fix our problems. That's not how it works. So, once again, congratulations to Coach Prime, and let Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, be an example to the rest of you gentlemen out here. Listen, it's okay to outgrow a society. It's okay to outgrow a community. Only thing that you were supposed to do within that so-called community was bring a spark. That's it, right? You planted the seed. That's all Coach Prime did. He planted the seed of greatness. He planted the seed of excellence. Winning two championships, 2 SWAC championships within a short time with that team, and he's moving on. Gentlemen, that's the same thing with you. You're in a situation to bring a spark back to a dead situation. You bring the spark back. That's all you got to do. That's the only thing you can do is just bring a spark back. And if people don't agree with it, if people not banging with your program, then gentlemen, it is what it is. You can't, I'm seeing on black Twitter, people, so-called the black community is getting mad because he left. See, this is the problem. See, this is what I say about a lot of times with these people in the black community. It's a parasitic mentality that a lot of black people have. It's a parasitic mentality. Listen, I'm here, I'm down here, you're supposed to be down here. And this is how people get hurt. This is how people, like me being from New York, this is how people get hurt. Everybody starts on the same playing field, but there's only a few people out that so-called society or that community is going to elevate to a higher level. And this is how people, especially people in the black community, this is how people get hurt. You elevating, I've seen it many times in high school. I've seen that so-and-so was going to go to the league, or so-and-so was about to go to this Division I school, and what the so-called community do? Tore him down. I've seen it happen way too many times, man. I've seen it happen way too many times. And gentlemen, don't let that be you. Listen, provide the spark to that particular society or community and move forward. That's it. That's the only thing that you can do. Provide a spark. Spread that seed, provide the spark, bring that light into that area of darkness. open people's eyes, get them to think on a higher level. And once you do that, provide that spark, and you show these people how things can be done, if you just put in a little bit of work and effort, then you roll out. That's how you're supposed to. That's how things are supposed to be done on every level of life. Nobody's supposed to say. Nobody is supposed to stay. Nobody is supposed to stay in the same situation forever and ever. That's not how life works. And you gotta be aware of people. You gotta be aware of people that's trying to keep you in the same position forever and ever. These are not your people. So I'm seeing, you know, I see a lot of love, and I do see hate, you know, for Coach Deion Prime Sanders, because people want him to stay at Jackson State forever. Listen, that man in 3 years has done more for that school than that school. Basically, Coach Prime in that football program has done more for Jackson State in the last, probably half a century. I mean, nobody was talking about Jackson State. Let's be honest. Hell, nobody was even talking about HBCU football. I mean, he brought game day. If you guys watch college football, ESPN, he brought game day, a prominent college sports college review platform on ESPN. He brought that to Jackson State. Jackson State has never seen game day on ESPN, never come to their school. So once again, Coach Prime did what he had to do. And I'm saying this about you fellas. You got to do what you got to do. Provide that spark in that society. Wherever you are at, whatever community, black community you are in, you're supposed to provide a spark and keep it moving. That's it. You're not supposed to be in that community, in that society forever. Coach Prime was not supposed to be in Jackson, Mississippi forever. He left them in good hands. That's what you gentlemen need to do. Listen, wherever you're traveling to, if you guys are going overseas to these different locations, you're supposed to leave these people in better hands. You're supposed to leave them in good hands. Coach Prime left Jackson State in the best case scenario, with 2 championships under their belt. This is going to help with their recruiting. He's built a championship program within his 3 years that he was there. He's created a championship type mindset for Jackson State and HBCUs, period. And that's what you gentlemen have to do. You come into a situation, you provide that championship light, you provide that greatness mindset in that dead situation, and once you put this spark back into them people, go ahead and get up out of there, man. Right? Go ahead and get up out of there. He did the best that he can do. He left them in a better situation than when he came in. And that's the only thing you can ask that man to do. You can't be mad at the man because he's moving on to bigger and better things. This is what happens in life. People listen, people want your services. I mean, Colorado, listen, if you guys go to Colorado is the absolute worst. Let's be honest, in college football, yeah, they're a big school, but I mean, with good facilities, but man, that team was 1-11. So he has a lot of work to do. So it's not like he came into a situation where he can just come in and start off where he left off. No, he had to start from the ground up, because every level you go to, you got to start from the ground floor. So Coach Sanders has to start from the ground floor with Colorado. Yeah, it's more money, but I mean, listen, that team was absolutely horrible. The worst. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't have chosen Colorado, but hey, listen, you got to start somewhere. So hey, I'm happy for the brother, and this is what I'm telling you, gentlemen. The same thing, gentlemen. You come into a situation, but you're not supposed to stay there for the rest of your life. You're not supposed to stay in a particular community with a particular mindset of people for the rest of your life. Because I'm telling you this right now, it's cool that you come with the light and with the spark, but I'm telling you, gentlemen, listen, your light and your spark is going to irritate a lot of people. It's going to cause a lot of people to be envious and a lot of people to be jealous of you, and this is how people get hurt. Because you come in with the spark, with the light, and you got all these ideas, and you got all these old dead people around you, and you constantly keep coming in with this spark, man. Listen, people go. That's what I'm saying. People gonna try to hurt you. But man, that's all I gotta say. I know I'm just rambling on, but listen, man, you gentlemen, I'm gonna say it again. Just like Deion Sanders, man, take his situation with Jackson State. You gentlemen do the same thing. Provide the spark wherever you are on this platform called Earth. You provide the spark for that particular group of people, and you move on to the next level. If somebody offers you a better position, gentlemen, take that better position. It's not your responsibility to take everybody with you. Listen, Coach Sanders can't take his whole Jackson State football team with him. He can't do it. It wouldn't be right to Jackson State. It wouldn't be right to the to HBCU football to take all these good players and bring them to Colorado. But he's like he said, he is gonna take a good two handfuls. I was watching the interview last night. Listen, he gonna bring about a good 10 what did he say? He said he's gonna bring about 10 11 players with him, including his son, maybe both of his sons. But it is what it is, gentlemen, man. Listen, you don't have to stay stuck in a situation, man. Once again, you provide the spark to a dead situation, and you move forward. That's it. You provide the spark to a dead situation, to a situation that was dying, and you move forward. That's it. That's it. But man, that's all I gotta say, gentlemen, man. You stay up, man. Have a good day. Peace.